Yo, what's going on everybody? We back, you know what I'm saying? King Kanaz Gaming here. I'm gonna keep this video nice and short and sweet. I know y'all wanna get right to it, so let's just hop into it. Today, I'm gonna be playing Demonslayer Hinakami Chronicles. Just came out today, and I know that a lot of people are really not knowing what to think about this game right now. It plays a lot like Ninja Storm 4 that everyone is really familiar with, but at the same time, a lot of the mechanics are new and different, so I'm gonna be going through all the different actual mechanics and moves of the game, and then maybe just some tips for y'all, you know what I'm saying, to actually learn and to get better with just the overall, mechanics of the game. So first thing, obviously, is the basics. You got your jump. I don't know what y'all have your stuff set to. I have my jump for X. I got my dash for triangle. Circle is my attack, and then square would be my specials. So, basically, depending on who you're playing, so here's how basically damaging in this game works. You want to have a consistent string of both regular attacks and skills. Now, a lot of people have been, trying to do this like Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. We go for the basic upper. But as you can see here, the air attacks in this game are not long. Typically just 2 or 3 hits that bounce you off the ground. So what you're supposed to do with that is you actually want to go for the upper combo. Then you want to quick dash. Oh, hold on. Then you want to quick dash. Oh, he's dead. Yikes. All right. You want to go for the upper. Quick dash up to him. Bounce him off the ground. Then depending on your character, you will do different supers. So I'm playing Hinakami Tanjiro right now. The best super combo I've seen so far for Tanjiro when you're in the air is the forward square cancel into neutral special. That, as you can see, is a very high damaging combo. Does a retarded amount of damage. Couldn't do it that time due to the lack of meter, but you guys saw it before. 3,783 damage, not bad at all. Now, another thing I say about this game, each character is capable of dealing good damage. So I would say the main difference between characters really would just be obviously their specials, and also some characters have like unique attributes for their specials. For example, if you go to the command list in like any mode really besides online, and you go to their special attacks, as you can see there are words down there. I don't know if people read these or not. I mean, a lot of people I've met have not, but it tells you basically alternatives for certain moves and like special effects and moves. So with Hinakami Tanjiro, if you double tap it, you can basically break someone's guard immediately without actually having to get it down to red. And then if you tap it only once, the skill is invincible. So as you can see, it's very versatile, very useful, and it's specific to this character. And every character has character-specific skills such as this. Like Giyu, right? You got my man Giyu here. He has, oh, the hell? Oh. He has a skill where he literally counters. It will not do anything if you aren't using it as a counter. So, every single character in their own right has something that makes them, unique, as in most fighting games. Not nothing really too out of the water there. But just my opinion on the game so far, though, I'm really enjoying it. Special effects are amazing. The only real complaints I can say about the game, of course, what most people have been complaining about, is the lack of roster. To be honest with you, we're not going to consider the Academy characters to be new characters. They're literally just reskins of the characters you already have with new ultimates. So with that being said, you have, what? How many characters in this game? Let's take a look here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, we're going to consider Hinakami Tanjiro different from regular Tanjiro because they have completely different specials and moves. So that's basically a whole different character. So we have 12 characters right now. These are all just reskins. Now, for a fighting game such as this, 12 is definitely a low number of characters. You're going to be seeing a lot of people running the same things. I've seen tons of Sabitos. I've seen not many Nezukos, surprisingly. Barely any, actually. But I've seen a lot of Sabitos. I've seen a lot of Tanjiros. I've seen a lot of Shinobus. Have not seen many Urokodakis. Barely see Zenitsu ever. Never seen Nezuko. I see a lot of Inosuke's, though. So, it's not a very diverse... I see a lot of Rengokus, too. But anyway, you don't really see a lot, just because the lack of diversity. Now, we will be getting more characters, 6 new demon characters coming out that are going to be added down here with free DLC, so we can look forward to that. But just the simple fact that you don't have a lot of characters right now is kind of a, like a downer. But It's not nothing that I feel like greatly affects the game since we know we're going to get more characters, you know what I'm saying? So it's not really too detrimental. But anyway, back to the actual video. Now, a lot of people actually don't know this, but this game uses a tilt system. Now, if you didn't play games like Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm and you haven't played any Cyber Connect 2 games, you're not going to really understand how tilting works. Tilting is literally flicking your analog and pressing a button. So when you flick your analog and then hold circle, for instance, you do heavy attack. Now heavy, well not heavy, but it's like a hyper armor. This hyper armor is through basically everything in the game. Hold on. Jesus. It is hard to do, I'm not gonna lie to you. It takes a little getting used to. It's been a long time since the Storm days, but it basically hyper armors through everything. I was like, grab? Question mark? Was not even in guard. New mechanic? Oh, I'm not doing it right. Anyway, yeah. It's, yeah, as you can see, it still gets some getting used to. I'm still getting into the actual, you know, getting consistent with doing my movements. But, like I was saying, tilt circle does this. Now, another thing that a lot of people have been asking me, well, not asking me, but wondering is the defensive options in this game. So in this game, it's actually quite well equipped with defensive options. So when you're getting hit, you can do this thing known as shoving. You literally just flick your analog, your left analog, as you're getting hit. You can knock someone back with this as many times as you want. It does not open up your guard, but it will make your guard break faster. So the more you do this, your guard will break faster, you will go to red faster, and you will eventually be broken. So I do not suggest sitting there and spamming that all day, but it's a really effective way to get pressure off of you. Another way is parrying. Parrying is a lot harder than the shove, as you have to actually time it. Now to parry, you simply tilt, just like with the heavy attack, and press R2. That animation is what parrying looks like. It's that burst of blue. It is not the shove, okay? It should not look like that. It should look like this. And that was a grab. Yikes. Now, I'm not gonna lie, parrying is not a mechanic that I personally use, simply due to the fact that if you miss that parry, you are wide open to getting slapped in your shit. But without that, you know, if you feel like you want to go for it, you want to actually learn how to master that technique, it is highly effective because on a successful parry, obviously, your opponent will be left wide open. You can get a longer combo in, and it's just overall a great defensive method. So I do suggest that maybe once we get a little bit more comfortable with the movement of the game and the mechanics, that a lot of people are going to be probably using that in like higher end gameplay. And then the final defensive option is basically jump canceling. Now, the dodge in this game is nowhere near the level of Naruto's. The dodging is another thing that a lot of people have been complaining about. I personally have found it more effective to jump and dodge, as you get more distance, more evasion range, and overall just more comfortability with your movement. So this is really good for avoiding, you know, like most basic charges and attacks. Someone rushes at you, you know, jump over, dash, start hitting them with the combo. And, you know, just that simple, really. And that's mainly it for as far as the actual movements. It's not too complicated once you get the hang of the tilting. Tilting is the main issue. And then, of course, the combos, the most effective way is to go into an air launcher, chase, follow up some supers. You know, it's all very simple. Now, there are other mechanics to this game. You have things like the levels at the bottom. The more levels you have when you do your ultimate, which for me will be R1, it will do a ridiculous amount more damage the more levels you have on it. It's basically an entire game changer. I mean, yeah, it's actually pretty ridiculously cracked, but I feel like the fact that if you are to be, you know, punished, like if you were to like whiff your ultimate, the recovery time on it is so tremendously long. I mean, it's basically like an all or nothing attack, you know, if you hit it, you're good, if you don't, you're basically screwed. So then you have boost. A lot of people don't utilize boost. Personally, I don't use it that much either. I don't really think about it. But boosting is actually super good for when you're the underdog in a situation. It gives you a ridiculous amount more damage for a set amount of time, and it consumes 1 bar. So you can still do your ultimate while in boosted form. Now, if you want to go for just pure melee damage, you're going to go all the way in. You can take boost to the next level and do surge. Surge is basically the highest damage boost level you can get. It's going to raise your damage to absolutely retarded levels on basically everything that you do. So, I mean, yeah, it's actually pretty godly. But yeah, so that's a good way to like turn the tide of battle around for you. Now, the main thing that I'm seeing a lot while I'm playing ranked is that people are overly aggressive. You know, they feel like pressing these buttons is going to get them the dub, that the more damage they do, you know, it looks all flashy and cool and it's probably going to work. It's not going to work, trust me. Against someone that knows what they're doing, you are going to get countered and you're going to get cracked, like how I do all these stupid kids out here, all right? You need to learn these defensive techniques and learn how to mix your offense with your defense, because doing too much of one or the other is going to result in you being unsuccessful in this game. Because I can tell you, the punishment in this game is severe. Once you're out of, you know, like, support saviors or whatever, where they save you out of the combo, once you're out of that, you are open to taking massive damage. So that is why I tell people, like, you need to just learn the basic mechanics and learn what you can and can't do before you start trying to be overly aggressive, because that shit will get you punished every time. Now, if you don't feel comfortable doing air combos, I know a lot of people, you know, might not be too combo intensive. This may be your first, 3D fighting game. You can always just go with the basic circle into the continuation, which is basically just pressing the chart or dash after this. Now, if someone does not have any substitutions or escapes, they actually can't get out of that until your combo counter goes down. So it's a nice, easy way to keep your damage up. Now, for my offensive players who want to know how to open people up easier, you have a lot of ways to open people up in this game. Like I said, the most effective one, besides character-specific shit, you know, like Tanjiro's guard break, is the charge-up attack. So this right here, hyper-armored, you can take a lot, basically all damage while doing this. And if you fully charge it, smack a guard, it will go through the guard and you get to open up that person. Now, it has a long charge animation. For someone that knows what to do with it, it's probably not going to be a reliable method of attacking. They could just grab you right out of it, you know, if they're used to seeing it, but most people aren't, so it's pretty reliable. Another thing is grabbing. The grabs in this game are actually surprisingly good for most of the characters, so it's a very reliable way to get through that guard. And then, of course, the most basic way is to hit someone while they're guarding and break their shield. Now, this is going to be difficult due to the fact that people will push you back most of the time using the shove, like I showed you guys earlier. So what you're going to want to do while you're doing this is call in your supports. So when you get shoved back, your support can keep that pressure on them long enough for you to get back in there. Because if they shove you off and they start hitting you, most likely you're going to get caught in a combo. So I do not suggest, just keeping on them and just getting shoved over and over. It's probably not going to end well for you. Use that support, you know. Now, a thing that people don't know is your supports can also be tilted. So if you're tilting your support forward, they will do their forward skill. If you're tilting your support, if you're not tilting your support at all, it will do their neutral skill. And then I think if you're holding guard and do support, it does their guard skill maybe? Or am I tripping? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. All right. So it's just these two. Now, with that being said, let me think of any other mechanics I might be missing here. I want to keep this video probably short. I know that people have short attention spans, so we're just going to keep it at that. But, yeah, overall, Demonslayer is pretty decent. I'm really messing with it, enjoying the gameplay, loving the visuals. Combat's good. Hope this video really helped you guys out. I'm going to make more character-specific videos, maybe in the future. If you guys want to have some suggestions on what character you want to see the video for, I can get you guys some maybe high-damage combos in or whatever. So just let me know what you guys want to see, and I will work on that for you. But, am I missing anything at all? Oh, I'm an idiot. Most important thing. So when you get to higher levels of gameplay, you're going to see people basically start jump canceling. Jump canceling is an excellent way for offensive and defensive maneuvers. It basically allows you to stop what you're doing in the middle of doing it and just jump out of the way. It's great for feints. It's great for baiting reactions. It's really just an essential tool that I feel like high-level gameplay is absolutely most certainly going to require. Right now, it's not that important because folks are just spamming because they don't know what the hell they're doing right now. But once this game's been out for a while and people know what they're doing, jump canceling is going to be the basically make or break for if you're good or not. You can jump cancel out of basically most attacks. You can jump cancel out of the charge. You can jump cancel out of the basic attack string. You can jump cancel out of skills as well, actually. Let me see here. Please stop hitting me. 1, 2, 3. Yep, you can jump cancel out of that. So any multi-hit skill, any multi-hitting skill, you can jump cancel out of. Let's see Nezuko's here. Yeah. So it's a really great maneuver, you know, especially when you're on the pressure and you don't want to get punished by that shove. You can just jump up, hit the circle, come back for more, or you can jump up, hit, you know, do like a little square. Bam, you know what I'm saying? It's clean. There's actually a lot of different forms of canceling in this game now I think about it. Certain characters, which I would say most characters, I think only one person doesn't have it, but they have the ability to skill cancel. So basically where you're doing a skill and you just immediately go into another skill. So boom, 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 and then like into this. It all looks the same with him though. I gotta get Nezuko out here. Like square, into forward square, into R2 square. You know what I'm saying? Boom, clean little extra super piece right there. So canceling is extremely important, guys. I definitely would suggest that you guys learn how to, you know, utilize that in your combat style. It's gonna be an like essential mechanic come high level gameplay. But that's it for you guys for right now. I hope you guys enjoyed the vid. I hope it was helpful. Like I said, we're gonna have character specific videos coming out soon. So if you guys have any characters you want to see, just put that in the comments. And yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed.